Welcome to the deep dive. If you're trying to cut through the noise on global events, really figure out what's going on, well, you're in the right place. Today, we're digging into the escalating conflict between Israel and Iran. It's moving fast. We're pulling from the latest reports, official statements, trying to give you a clear picture of the events, the consequences, and sort of the bigger implications. Let's get straight into it. The immediate flashpoints are pretty intense. Recent Israeli airstrikes, they hit that nuclear research site near Isfahan again.
Right, that's the second time, which is really significant since mid-June.
Exactly. And reports suggest damage to centrifuge production.
That's the word, yeah. Which directly impacts their uranium enrichment capability, the speed of their nuclear program.
And casualties on the Iranian side from these strikes. Commanders.
Sources point to 3 senior commanders killed in these attacks. Plus, Israel is making this claim.
The claim about the launchers.
Yeah, that they've neutralized over half of Iran's missile and drone launchers.
Yeah.
A big claim.
Okay, that's the Israeli side. But the Iranian response, the scale is just massive, isn't it?
It really is. Reports mention over 450 missiles and drones. Over 1,000.
1,000 drones, that's staggering. And the human cost? It's mounting.
Terribly so.
Wow.
We're seeing figures over 430 Iranians and 25 Israelis killed so far.
And these aren't just military targets being hit, right? Hospitals, residential areas.
Unfortunately, yes. Incidents affecting civilian infrastructure on both sides. It's grim. Plus, Iran confirmed losing a top Quds Force commander, Saeed Azadi.
Izadi, that's a major blow to the IRGC's foreign operations, surely.
Absolutely. It could seriously disrupt their proxy network activities across the region.
So with all this military action, where does that leave diplomacy?
Pretty much nowhere for now. The talks in Geneva completely collapsed.
Why, though? What's the sticking point?
Iran's position is clear. They refuse to negotiate under coercion under this kind of military pressure.
A hardening stance, then, and they've warned the U.S.
A very stark warning, yes. Any direct U.S. involvement, they stated, would be, quote, very dangerous for everyone.
That certainly raises the stakes for regional stability.
You bet. And it's sending, well, global alarm bells ringing, as you'd expect.
We're seeing countries like Turkey, the UAE, Russia, China.
All urging de-escalation. They see the risks. And you have countries actively evacuating citizens now from both Israel and Iran. That tells you something.
It really does. And meanwhile, Israeli PM Netanyahu, he's pushing forward.
Yes, he's framing these operations under the name Operation Rising Lion. Evocative name.
And the stated goal.
It's not just retaliation. He said operations will continue until Iran's nuclear and missile capabilities are dismantled. That's a very ambitious long-term objective.
Wow. Okay, so dismantling capabilities, the implications of that goal are huge.
Enormous, beyond the immediate humanitarian crisis for civilians caught in the crossfire.
Which is already bad, with hospitals hit.
Exactly. You have this grave concern about nuclear safety, with strikes happening near nuclear sites like Isfahan. The potential for contamination. It's terrifying.
And the whole region feels like it's on edge. Hezbollah.
They've been specifically warned off. Israel seems determined to prevent this spilling over into a wider conflict, even as they escalate directly with Iran. It's a dangerous balancing act.
So looking ahead, just immediately, what's next?
Well, diplomatically, nothing scheduled. A complete vacuum, really.
Which puts the focus squarely on the U.S.
It does. President Trump has a decision to make, apparently within 2 weeks, about potential American involvement.
And that decision is critical.
Absolutely pivotal. The risk of this becoming a broader war is critically high right now. U.S. entry could really ignite the whole region, maybe even beyond.
A truly volatile and, precarious situation. We'll definitely keep watching it. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
And a final thought for you listening. With diplomacy seemingly off the table for now and this focus on military goals, what does that actually mean for long-term stability in the region? And how could outside involvement like a potential U.S. decision completely reshape everything?